So, Honorable Attorney General, could you share with us, let's say, your background? What motivated you to become a lawyer? Before we get into your career and your position as a Minister of Legal Affairs and Attorney General, what motivated you to become a lawyer?
Well, I come from very humble beginnings, as most Guyanese have come, and I have in my family. My mother used to be a teacher, and I have an uncle who's a lawyer, and that those were motivating factors. But more importantly, at a very young age, I developed this passion to see fairness and justice in relationships and in society generally. And I thought that law would provide me with a good foundation upon which I can build to achieve my aspiration of seeing a fairer and more just society, with emphasis being duly accorded to the underprivileged and the deprived. So those are generally the motivating factors, and that led me naturally into the political arena because having entered law, I was making a significant contribution in my humble and respectful view, but I saw a greater opportunity to do so on a grander scale, or I to enter politics. And I began to gravitate naturally to the political arena, and I joined the People Progressive Party and was able to elevate myself quite quickly into the leadership of the party and then into the parliament, where I've been a member since 2006. In 2011, I was fortunate to be appointed the Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs. And at that time, I was very young. I think 37 years, would have been one of the youngest attorneys general in the world. I served in that government until we lost office in May of 2015. I went back into opposition. I maintained my seat in the parliament, and in opposition, we worked very hard. We corrected what were identified as errors that we would have made, having been in government for 2 decades successively. There was some degree of apathy. There may have been some degree of overconfidence. We may have not have connected as we traditionally would have liked to our supporters on the ground. We may have become complacent, and in that 5 years, we resolved to become most focused and to correct those deficiencies. And we worked hard in the trenches, in the fields, in the villages, in the communities, in the urban centers, across the far-flung communities of our country, in the indigenous villages. And we were able to get back into government. And I was returned as Attorney General. My party felt that they still had confidence in me, and I was returned as Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs. And I have been serving in that capacity since August the 2nd, 2020. And we are in the middle of budget presentation as I'm speaking to you now. We were presented last week our largest budget, the third budget since we were inaugurated in August 2020, and it's the third year of our 5-year national developmental plan contained in our manifesto, upon which we were elected.
So I will interrupt and interact in between as you're talking, just
Yes,
for the
of course.
benefit of our viewers worldwide. I know you said being an attorney, that was one of the reason why you got into politics. But in addition to that, what were some other reasons that would have really motivated you? Like what was happening in the country that you see the need to have someone like you and to have your contribution and what you can do for the country. This is something that may help other viewers worldwide who have the potential like you as a lawyer and attorney, and when they see things in their country, it may motivate them to get involved in politics, because a lot of people are hesitant in getting involved in politics. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. But you made it. The youngest attorney general in the world, in your country. I mean, that is very interesting, very, very phenomenal. So tell us what was happening and what you saw that you can change with your career and your background, etc.
So I joined the People's Progressive Party, the oldest political party in Guyana and perhaps the Caribbean, one of the largest mass-based political parties in the Commonwealth Caribbean. And that party is rooted in working class politics. And I felt compelled to be part of that movement to elevate our people, Guyanese people, from the shackles of poverty, subjugation, to address the question of ethnic discrimination and intrinsic and entrenched inequalities in our society. Those are the founding philosophy of our party, and they coincide with my vision of what I would like to do or to work towards in achieving. And I joined the movement. It's something that was started by the great Chedi Jagan, and he was my boyhood hero, and I felt that he was committed to national development. And I'm a patriot.